The word housing is mentioned over 100 times.
The neighborhood where you're born has a huge influence on the rest of your life. Children who are born in neighborhoods with degraded environmental conditions, with a lack of access to high-quality public services, poor schools, poor public transit, are at a permanent disadvantage.
And they even say verbatim, housing in America should be stable, accessible, safe, healthy, energy efficient, and above all, affordable.
Housing is a human right. Housing is a human right.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
Housing is a human right.
I will bring
How does
peace.
California
You don't
do
have to be
when
a
it comes to
witch
housing?
to find
You
the
know where
magic
those signs
in
are
this
when you drive
world.
into a state, it says,
But it
welcome
does
to
help.
California? They might as well replace them with signs that say, keep out. Because in California, the cost of housing is so high that for many people, it's simply unaffordable. The state has simply, for the most part, stopped building housing. I mean, there are cranes, there's housing going up, but it has slowed down over time really, really sharply, and it is nowhere near sufficient to keep pace with California's population. So what you have is not enough housing,
Magneto
too many
raised
people
me
trying
to
to get
never
it.
stop
The
fighting for
inevitable
what
result
I
is that
believe is
prices
right.
have gone up and away.
The median price of a home in San Diego
We'll be
County
coming
is
in
now
30
a
seconds.
staggering
Stay strong.
$830,000.
All around California, there are cities full of people who say that they are progressive, they're liberals. They believe in a more equal America, a more diverse America. They show up to the marches, they put in the lawn signs about everyone being equal, but at the same time, they're actively fighting to keep their neighborhoods looking like this.
The battle starts in 5.
Okay, wait,
Four,
but that doesn't look so
3,
bad. It's just
2,
a bunch of houses
1.
in a neighborhood, right? No. It turns out that this
We need to stop
is
that
actually the
vehicle in its
result
tracks.
of specific policies, intention policies that keep these neighborhoods spread out and full of single-family homes, as opposed to higher density buildings like duplexes or apartment complexes. This is a real, serious fight, and you can get closer to it by looking at a zoning. Yes, we're looking at a municipal zoning map of Palo Alto, California. Don't leave yet. This is really where it sinks in, so just stick around. So everything on this map is zoned for single-family homes, like this and this. One family. But here in Palo Alto, there are a lot of new jobs. This is a desirable place to live for new opportunities. Over the past 8 years, the San Francisco area has added 676,000 jobs and only 176,000 houses. So a few years ago, the city council voted to change the zoning of one
I want to
section
make the
of the
same
city right here.
now. A disappearing act.
Specifically this 2-acre plot of land. They wanted to change it from low-density housing to higher density housing so that they could build a 60-unit affordable housing complex for elderly members of the community. Okay, so they changed the zoning. Start building the 60-unit complex. No, the overwhelmingly liberal residents of Palo Alto decided to hold a vote to overturn the decision, to revert it back to low-density, single-family housing, back to yellow. And it passed, and the zoning was overturned. So now when you go to this plot of land, instead of an affordable housing complex for the elderly, what you're gonna see is this. A row of 15 houses, all of them massive, and worth around $5 million.
I think people aren't living their values. You go to these meetings in these neighborhoods where they're talking about the housing. It's always the same thing. It goes like this. I am very in favor of affordable housing. We need more of it in this community. However, I have some concerns about this.
Patch you up. We have the hardship to do this, but we're doing
Close
it
them
wrong.
on first!
Inflicting sitting duck harm onto the neighborhood.
And then off we go with the concerns, and then nothing ever gets built.
This is happening all the time. And the result is that these neighborhoods are so expensive that they keep anyone out who is not part of this small group of super rich residents. Vigorously to keep the value of their real estate assets super high.
Palo Alto is the kind of neighborhood and community that we all treasure. Low density, low density.
There's an aspect of sort of greed here, not actually sharing.
Go to another liberal bastion up here in Washington. The Democratic Party talks about taxation, saying that our tax code has been, quote, rigged against the American people. Democrats all the time justifying the fact that tax cuts are going to the wealthy.
look at Washington State. Look at the state and local taxes that people pay there. Less affluent families pay a much larger share of their income in taxes than the wealthiest residents of Washington State. But people like Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos, famously wealthy residents, are in this lovely situation of paying less in taxes as a share of their income than the poor people who live in that country. And this is a fundamental inversion of the values of the Democratic Party profession. There's no state with a more regressive system of taxation than Washington.
And I'm talking like the most regressive, meaning Texas, which is like the conservative bastion of like anti-taxes, is more progressive than Washington State, liberal Washington State. How is that? Guess what?
Maximum pulse!
Also are in the top 10 of most progressive tax regimes, like Nevada and Illinois.
There have been some changes, particularly in recent years, but the overall situation remains more of that money is going to the state government, and so the effect of that is basically to exacerbate inequality.
Okay, so rich liberals don't show up when it comes to housing or taxes. Another major theme in this policy is education. And the wording in here I find quite interesting. The Democrats say, quote, in every zip code for every child because education is a critical public good. They use this word zip code to represent the fact that in America, schools get their funding based on the real estate taxes of the houses within that school district. The more expensive the neighborhood, the more funding goes to the school. So over here in Illinois, like the quintessential liberal state, there's this one county that the residents here voted overwhelmingly for Democratic candidates in the presidential and senatorial elections. Often what's happened is that this would just be one big school district, and that all the taxes from all the towns in this county were just put into one bucket and distributed equally throughout the county. But the residents of this very blue Democratic county have actually decided to divide themselves into more than 140 school districts. So now you have all these tiny school districts like this one, which are like gerrymandered around the richest part of town. And so all of the taxes from these rich homeowners go into one little bucket and then only get distributed to the schools within this rich region of the county.
It can be on the same block that the town line runs through the middle of it. And if you live on one side of that line, you're consigned to an inferior education by virtue of the fact that you and your neighbors don't have as much money. And if you live on the other side, you're basically a member of a club that is sponsoring a private school, essentially, for the benefit of that small group of kids who are lucky enough to find the magic in this world. And the result is that poor communities have less money to educate their children, and rich communities have more money to educate their children. This is crazy. It means basically that the kids who have the greatest needs have the fewest resources.
The same thing is happening in wealthy, liberal Connecticut, where the inequality in education opportunities is shameful, with some schools having huge budgets for their libraries and facilities, and others in the same state having to use duct tape to keep wind and snow out of their windows. Like, this is a real thing.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Guidelines, procedures, and funding to address
I will gladly show it to us in
we should be at odds, you and I.
Why do you say that, man of gold?
I seek to save souls.
So yeah, Binya tells me that the states could change this. They could actually just collect all the real estate taxes and then equally distribute them. But if you look at some of our liberal strongholds, that is exactly what they are not doing.
2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
In blue states, progress is being made, albeit slowly. For instance, a few weeks ago, California finally passed a law that gets rid of single-family zoning. It's a small step in the right direction, and in many cases, blue states provide more and better public services, and historically have given better chances to low-income families to climb the economic ladder. But for some of these foundational democratic values of housing equality, progressive taxation, and education equality, Democrats don't actually embody their values.
We're talking, once again, about a system that's been rigged.
Republicans today
What we're talking about here is that blue states are the problem. Blue states are where the housing crisis is working. Blue states are where the disparities in education funding are the most dramatic. Blue states are the places where tens of thousands of people are living on the streets. Blue states are the places where economic inequality is increasing most quickly in this country. This is not a problem of not doing well enough. It is a situation where the blue states are the problem.
Affluent liberals tend to be really good at showing up to the marches and talking about how they love equality. They're really good at putting signs in their lawn saying that all are welcome. But by their actions,
Against the world!
Not living our values. People who live in blue states, people who profess liberal values, need to look in the mirror and need to understand that they are not
You need to stop that vehicle in its
consistent with
tracks.
those values, not just incidentally, not just in small areas, but that some of the most important policy choices. We are denying people the opportunity to prosper and to thrive and to build better lives. And
My
it is
work
happening
here is not done.
in
Better stop
places
that
where
vehicle!
Democrats control the levers of policy.
He stopped them in their tracks.
Feeling stronger already.
The moon haunts you!
You are nothing!
This is real firepower!
Pure
Born again!
I am finished!
What a pair we made.
Us against the world!
There you are. Ah, that's better. I hope you can forgive me something. Fine.
Goodbye.
For now.
Double KO!
Do clean up your toys, Mr. Spectre. Thank you.
He stopped them in their tracks.
You are under my spell.
Some assistance, please. I'm hulking! That is much
Reborn
better.
from the chaos. Hup.
You are nothing! Stop them! Better stop that vehicle!
This is real firepower!
Double KO! That's three!
The moon haunts you!
May your tortured soul finally find some peace, Moon Knight.
He stopped them in their tracks!
Conquer!
You're not going anywhere. Ah, that's better. You're a bit vulnerable.
I have destroyed Moon Knight.
Under my spell.
Behind you, my friend.
This is real firepower!
Rise, my friend!
Magneto!
You are nothing! I am Phoenix! Us against the world! I won't make the same mistakes again. Now, a disappearing act.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them. Better stop that vehicle!
I'm hulking!
I won't make the same mistakes again.
The moon haunts you!
You're not going anywhere now or never! Stop them!
Now, a disappearing act.
Better stop that vehicle! Double KO!
This is real firepower!
Clean up your toys, Mr. Spencer.
Rise, my
Rest now, my child.
Don't give them another inch! You are nothing!
Us against the world!
I'm hulking! Magneto! The moon haunts you!
I am Phoenix! Beacon finally been struck.
This is real
In a
firepower!
world consumed by darkness, I will gladly be the light.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.